Ever wondered why some people seem to pull away when a relationship gets too close? They might have what's known as an avoidant attachment style. This style, one of several identified within attachment theory, can significantly impact how individuals form and maintain relationships. It's not about being cold-hearted or distant, but rather a subconscious protection mechanism that kicks in when closeness and vulnerability become overwhelming. Understanding avoidant attachment style can be a game changer in both personal and professional relationships. It can help us navigate interactions more effectively, empathize with others' actions, and even foster our own personal growth. So, if you've ever been puzzled by someone who seems to resist intimacy, or if you recognize these traits in yourself, you're in the right place. Stay tuned as we delve deeper into the world of avoidant attachment style, exploring its characteristics, origins, and most importantly, how we can navigate and grow from it. Like and subscribe to follow our series on attachment styles. This is part 4 of our 5-part video series. Use our time-stamped key moments in the description below. We've broken the video down into chapters so that you can easily follow along or skip to a section that is of interest to you. Avoidant attachment style is not just about being a loner or an introvert. It's more complex and deeply rooted in our behaviors and emotions. Imagine an invisible force field around a person, pushing others away even when they crave connection. That's a simple way to visualize the avoidant attachment style. People with this attachment style often have a deep-seated fear of intimacy. They want to connect with others, but the fear of getting hurt or rejected is simply too overwhelming. As a result, they put up walls to protect themselves, often pushing away the very people they long to connect with. One of the key characteristics of this style is a profound difficulty in trusting others. People with an avoidant attachment style may have been let down or hurt in the past, and so they've learned to rely on themselves above all. They may seem self-sufficient, even aloof, but beneath that exterior is a longing for connection, tempered by fear and mistrust. Independence is another hallmark of the avoidant attachment style. People with this style tend to value their autonomy above all else. They may struggle with feeling smothered or trapped in close relationships, and thus, they keep a safe distance. Discomfort with intimacy is yet another trait associated with this style. People with an avoidant attachment style may find it hard to open up emotionally, to be vulnerable, to let others in. They may seem distant or detached, but often, this is a defense mechanism, a way to keep themselves safe from potential pain. And finally, a desire for control. People with an avoidant attachment style often feel the need to be in control, to avoid feeling vulnerable or dependent on others. This can lead to a pattern of avoidance and withdrawal in relationships. If you're recognizing some of these traits in yourself or someone you know, don't worry, there are ways to navigate and overcome these patterns. Recognizing the problem is the first step towards change. And remember, change is always possible. The roots of avoidant attachment style often trace back to our early life experiences. That's right, our formative years play a significant role in shaping our attachment patterns. But how does this actually happen? Let's dive a little deeper. Imagine a child whose emotional needs are consistently unmet by their caregivers. Perhaps they're ignored when they're upset, or their cries for attention are dismissed. This child quickly learns that expressing emotions leads to rejection, not comfort. Over time, this child may start to suppress their feelings and needs. They learn to rely on themselves, becoming self-reliant and independent. This self-reliance, while a survival mechanism in their early years, can manifest as avoidant attachment in their adult relationships. Avoidant individuals often have a history of inconsistent, unreliable care. They've learned that it's safer not to rely on others, to keep their feelings to themselves, and to maintain a certain emotional distance. This is a protective strategy, a way of avoiding the pain of rejection or abandonment that they experienced in their childhood. However, it's important to remember that not everyone with an avoidant attachment style has had negative childhood experiences. Some people develop avoidant tendencies later in life, perhaps as a result of a traumatic event or a series of disappointing relationships. The key takeaway here is that our attachment styles are not set in stone. They're shaped by our experiences, yes, but they can also be reshaped through self-awareness, reflection, and a willingness to change. Just as a tree can grow from a seed planted in rocky soil, individuals with avoidant attachment can learn to form secure, healthy relationships. It may take time, patience, and a lot of self-compassion, but it is entirely possible. Understanding the origins of our attachment style is a crucial step towards self-awareness and growth. By acknowledging and addressing our past, we can pave the way for a healthier, more fulfilling future. Change is possible, even when dealing with deep-seated patterns like avoidant attachment. When we talk about change, we're not speaking about overnight transformations or magic pills. We're talking about a journey, a process of self-discovery and growth. This journey begins with self-awareness. It's like shining a light on those dark corners of our psyche, illuminating the patterns that have kept us stuck in cycles of avoidance and self-isolation. Understanding our avoidant tendencies is the first step. It's about recognizing when we're pushing people away, when we're closing ourselves off from connection, when we're letting fear guide our actions. It's about acknowledging that these patterns aren't serving us anymore, that they're holding us back from the intimacy and closeness we crave. Then comes self-reflection. This is where we dig a little deeper. We ask ourselves why we've adopted these patterns. What past experiences have led us to fear vulnerability, to equate closeness with pain? This process can be uncomfortable, even painful at times. But it's through this discomfort that we begin to heal, that we start to break free from the chains of our past. Now, we're not suggesting you embark on this journey alone. Therapy can be a valuable tool in unraveling our attachment patterns. A skilled therapist can guide us through this process of self-exploration, providing a safe space for us to confront our fears and insecurities. They can help us understand how our childhood experiences have shaped our adult relationships, and how we can begin to rewrite these narratives. Mindfulness, too, plays a crucial role in this journey. It's about staying present, about tuning into our emotions rather than running from them. It's about learning to sit with discomfort, to hold space for our feelings rather than suppressing them or pushing them away. It's about cultivating a sense of compassion for ourselves, recognizing that our avoidant behaviors are not a reflection of our worth, but rather a protective mechanism we've developed in response to past hurts. And finally, we must remember that change involves cultivating secure relationships. This means seeking out individuals who respect our boundaries, who understand our need for space, but who also encourage us to open up, to let them in. It's about learning to trust, to lean into vulnerability, to recognize that closeness doesn't have to mean pain. Remember, change takes time and patience. It's a journey, not a destination. We may stumble, we may fall, we may find ourselves reverting back to old patterns, but each step forward, no matter how small, is a victory. Each moment of self-awareness, each act of self-reflection, each instance of vulnerability is a sign of progress. And with time, with patience, with perseverance, we can overcome our avoidant tendencies. We can build healthier, more fulfilling relationships. We can find the closeness, the connection, the intimacy we've been longing for. So, what's the takeaway from our exploration of avoidant attachment style? We've delved into the depths of the avoidant attachment style, unraveled its characteristics, and dissected its origins. We've discovered how this attachment style, often formed in childhood, can shape our relationships and personal development. It's a style marked by a struggle to trust others, a craving for independence, and a tendency to suppress emotions. But remember, understanding is the first step towards change. We've also discussed the power of self-awareness and self-reflection in breaking free from these patterns. These tools, along with professional guidance, can help navigate the journey towards healthier relationships. Importantly, we've highlighted that no matter your attachment style, growth and change are always possible. It's never too late to start reshaping our attachment patterns and fostering more fulfilling connections. Thank you for joining us on this journey. We encourage you to explore more about attachment styles and personal growth, and share your experiences below. The exploration of our own attachment style can be a powerful tool for personal development. Indeed, understanding our attachment style is like learning a new language. It's a language of self-awareness, of emotional intelligence, and of personal growth. It gives us a framework to understand our behaviors, our reactions, and our emotions. It helps us to see patterns where we might have only seen chaos before. There's a certain bravery in this exploration. It's not always easy to confront our own patterns, especially when those patterns have caused us pain or confusion in the past. But the beauty of this process is that it allows us to take control. We are no longer at the mercy of unseen forces guiding our actions. Instead, we're in the driver's seat, with a roadmap to healthier, more fulfilling relationships. Let's think of this not as a challenge, but as an invitation to grow, to change, to evolve. There's no rush in this journey. It's not a race, but a walk in the park. Some days we may take great strides. Other days we may simply sit on a bench and reflect. And that's okay. It's all part of the process. We encourage you to continue exploring the topic of attachment styles, delve deeper into the nuances of each style, and consider how your own attachment patterns may impact your relationships. There's a wealth of information out there, and every bit of knowledge is another step towards self-understanding and personal growth. Also, we'd love to hear about your experiences and thoughts. The comment section is a space for sharing and learning, so don't hesitate to chime in. Your insights could be the spark that lights the way for someone else on their journey. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe to join us on a journey of discovery as we seek to understand the fundamental aspects of human behavior, emotions, cognition, and relationships. Stay curious, and until next time.